there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage, Huntsville. Y'all know why you're here. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is ever personal, you guys. So we need to revisit, and we're going to keep revisiting, because the correct narrative needs to be out there as to why Dr. Heavenly stopped reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville and has not been back on Mr. Mondays, by the way, and why Tiffany left the show, and why Stormy has left the show, and everything else. We need to get to the bottom of this. And guess what? It has nothing to do with Mel supporters. It has nothing to do with the millimeters, you guys. I think, for Dr. Heavenly, the Marquez interview where he was exposing behind the scenes stuff with production and how messy and inappropriate and out of line they were, Dr. Heavenly wanted no parts and said she is not about destroying black families, even though she has no problem destroying black marriages on her show, but doesn't want to destroy black families and all this other stuff. Something spooked her. Something has spooked her to where she sensed the darkness, she sensed the toxicity, she sensed the direction that the show was headed, or whatever potential storylines were headed, and she got out of Dodge, you guys. She got out of Dodge and said, my Bravo check is more important to me than this foolishness. And notice still, Carlos King has not talked about Married to Medicine at all. Notice that? Notice that, right? So that is why I think Dr. Heavenly's gone. I think she knew something was going down the pike, and with whatever Marquez exposed, she wasn't feeling it. She was not feeling it at all. She was not featuring any of it at all. And she said, you know what? Enough is enough. I do enough chaos on my show, but even this is too far for me. Make it make sense. Then we have, Tiffany, right? Now, Tiff, I still believe part of it might have been postpartum and her mental health. But I feel like in advance, you guys, this cast, clearly there have been, if you've known about this revenge P, and you guys have allegedly seen this video as of a few years ago, as in a few years ago when Destiny was still on the show, as in a few years ago when Tiffany was on the show. Like, how far back are we going? What was, this is bad. This is very, very bad. But I'm saying all this to say that I think, especially with Stormy. Stormy, I feel, actually might be the main one who knew where this really was going, where this really was heading, really before Tiffany. Maybe Tiffany had a glimpse of the darkness and where it was headed, but I think Stormy knew for sure because she's BFFs with Destiny now. She's BFFs with Destiny. Destiny claims that she's a friend of TISHA, but it's clear that her and Martel gossip about TISHA's sexcapades from college, you guys. So nonetheless, Stormy wants no part of that. Although she has no problem if it's something against Mel. Make it make sense. But she wanted no parts of that, and I think either she knew about the revenge P or knew somehow it was going to come out on the show, or knew the direction that they were heading, that if things got escalated as it pertained to Marceau and TISHA, that now we were going to have the GAY allegations against Martel. And it was going to turn into a whole thing. I believe that now. I know some people are going to say, oh, the pay wasn't enough, or, because of Mel ran her off the show, or it was because of the millimeters and the Mel supporters. No. No. I'm not buying it, you guys. I am not buying it. I'm not. I think Stormy knew something that was about to happen and got out of Dodge, just like Dr. Heavenly did, just like Tiffany Whitlow did. But they're not going to outright and say that, right? Because there's still, isn't there still a period even when you're off the show, that you can't really talk about certain things?
and technically Stormy officially isn't off the show. She filmed the reunion allegedly. But that's what I believe, you guys. I believe Stormy knew or had an inkling from Destiny, had a heads up from Destiny where this show was going and how dark it was about to get. And that because they didn't get the reaction they wanted regarding, the focus in on the millimeters and Mel supporters, it turned into another example of nothing but backlash and backfiring. The attempt with Maurice was a flop per usual. When Mel said that Maurice was the least relevant on the show, she wasn't lying, you guys. She wasn't lying. Because how can you make a DUI story boring? How can you make a DUI story uninteresting and unwatchable, you guys? Make it make sense. But I think Stormy did not want to be associated with Revenge P, did not want to be associated with any GAY allegations against the cast, did not want to be associated with anybody, else being shamed not named Mel on the show, and decided to get out of Dodge. I truly believe that. Listen, she was never going to be cool with Mel again anyways. So that wasn't going to matter. Stormy was never going to be the star of the show. That was never going to happen. I think Stormy saw where this was heading, saw how dark the show was, and said, thanks, but no thanks. I do not need this nonsense. I truly believe it, because there is no way, after the nonsense that took place last night, that Carlos King is not about to spin this for his boy, is not about to turn this around for his boy and everything else, you guys. And it is going to be all Tisha's fault. Watch. I don't want to hear it, you guys, when this comes to fruition in 2025. I don't want to hear it, because here's the thing. Destiny did the same thing around this time the year before, where we did not even know about Sunny and Moses, let alone them being married, let alone them having an Instagram page. We knew nothing until Destiny went on the Dear Future Wifey podcast. And, was all upset that her friend, she was a friend of mine, she used what she knew, she lied, she cheated with Moses. Moses was her husband, they had 2.4 kids in the white picket fence. Make it make sense. She introduced her own storyline to get back on the show, but is claiming she had no clue Moses and Sunny were going to be there. I don't understand why people continue to play games and try to play in the people's faces, you guys. This is how this all sets up, because according to now, they start filming again in 2025. And according to Carlos King, he's allegedly supposed to be going to Huntsville in 2025. I wonder what for. I wonder what for this time. But nonetheless, you guys, the narrative about Mel supporters and the millimeters, it has to go. You have no proof. You have no receipts. And again, any comments from Facebook or Instagram mean absolutely nothing. Where is the footage? Where is the proof that physical Mel supporters and millimeter supporters, they are out here, boots on the ground, at all these establishments, you guys? Please show me the proof. Please show me the video and the audio footage, you guys, of them allegedly being at Tisha's house, at her door. Because, if you have, security, right? You have Ring cameras. Wouldn't there be receipts there of random fans showing up? But it's okay for strangers to call you, apparently. Because they're a part of your T-squad, I guess. But show me the proof. Show me the proof that you have the receipts. It's the millimeters' fault that you guys got OSHA called on you. You got Black shut down. And they somehow know who the city officials are to get your place inspected and get it shut down. But, make it make sense. You give Mel supporters and millimeters all this power, and you don't realize how ignorant it sounds. You really don't. You make it seem like they're the mastermind of everything, and that they can just plan everything to go wrong in your life. Who has all that type of power? Who has all that type of time? Make it make sense. So, there's that. let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.